This time of year, we can't just sit around and wait for the next storm to come through and clean out the pollution. We all need to do our part to clean the air, and Tom Carter is the executive director of the Utah Clean Air Partnership, UCAIR. So what are some simple things that everybody can do to help our situation?
Well, as you know, about 50% of our emissions base come from the cars we drive. And so we want people to be thinking about the emissions from their vehicle and how they can reduce them. Do an inventory and then just get rid of any wasted emissions. So are you idling your vehicle when you sit outside of your kids' school when you're picking them up and dropping them off? Yeah, just turn your car off. And what people always say to me, though, they're like, Tom, it's cold out, or I want to listen to the end of this song. There are simple and practical solutions to avoid the cold. And quite easily, just bring a blanket in your car, keep a warm hat, gloves, your coat, so you don't have to worry about the cold. So be idle free. That's an easy one you can do right now. Additionally, you can carpool, you can take transit. Just keeping your car off for a day each week will reduce your emissions base, and that's something we want people to be thinking about all the time.
It seems like a small thing, but it really has a big effect when everybody takes these steps. And also, you were saying, like, plan out your trips. I mean, don't just run here, there, and everywhere. You know, decide where you need to go and have a route and take care of it efficiently, right?
Absolutely right. So if you think about your emissions the way you think about your miles. So instead of putting 50, 60 miles on your car, I know that's a little bit of hyperbole, going back and forth all over the place. If you can plan a trip around town, so you're going from point A to point E to point C and then back home, that's going to reduce your mileage, it's going to reduce your emissions footprint, and it's going to save you money. And so you're a winner across the board. And the other thing, too, is thinking about coming home from work. Do you need to stop at the grocery store? Because you don't want to get home, shut down, start relaxing, and then run back out. You're already out there. When you're out, do your errands, get things done.
And it's not just our cars. I know you say a lot of it comes from our tailpipes, but also our homes are a source of pollution as well.
Absolutely. About 35% of our emission base come from what we call area sources, and homes are part of that. And think about your house. Your house has basically two smokestacks. It's your furnace and your water heater. So can you reduce the usage of your furnace and your water heater? Can you switch out from a regular or low NOx water heater to an ultra low NOx water heater? Can you keep your home a little bit cooler in the wintertime, a little bit warmer in the summertime? It goes back to that blanket principle we talk about. Is your house a little cooler? That's great. Have a blanket, ask someone to cuddle with you, and you're going to have a better night than just being warm in your house.
Like I tell my wife and kids all the time, put on a sweater, okay?
Absolutely.
Don't just go to the thermostat and crank that up, because that can really make a big difference, a few degrees in the setting of your furnace.
Absolutely. For every degree, if you reduce your thermostat degrees by 2 degrees, it will reduce your home's emission by 2%. And so if we all do that, if we all start keeping our house at 70 or 68, and then we aggregate that together, it's going to reduce our emissions across the valley and help us avoid inversion days.
Okay, Tom Carter from UCAIR, thanks very much. Great tips. Good to have you here.
Great to be here.